Hi everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to the channel. We're Disappear for Days and welcome to
Sri Lanka.
So it's our first day in Sri Lanka today. We are actually starting our journey in Colombo, which is the capital city of Sri Lanka. We are staying a little bit out of the main city. So we're going to try and get a local bus, head into the city. Yeah, we're just going to wander around, try and find some of the tourist attractions, see what we find, maybe try and eat some local food. Looking forward to exploring, seeing what Colombo has to offer. So there appears to just be one main road in Colombo. When we came from the airport, it was a 40-minute drive, but it was just all along the same main road, which is quite handy really. We've noticed there's lots of buses coming up and down this main road, so we're hoping if we can find a bus stop that we can just hop on a bus, get it to take us all the way in and then hop back off again. Thank you. That was very quick. That was crazy. It felt like he was going to go without you.
Yeah. Very
quick turnaround. So we made sure we were stood up just before our stop. I feel like that is just such a crazy way of travelling. Really efficient, like they are on it, but a bit scary.
After that hectic journey, we are in Colombo. We're really excited to go wander around. We've looked up a few different things. We're going to just try and see if we can find somewhere to sit for the moment and cool off a bit. We've just been stumbling along trying to find our way into the fort, and we've come across Chatham Street. Yeah, let's go. Right, so this is the clock tower at Colombo Fort. It was initially built in 1856. Surprisingly, it was only actually built for £1,200 at the time.
Right, so we've come into Torino Cafe to get some lunch. We've gone for some chicken curry and rice, which we're hoping is going to be a nice kind of local Sri Lankan curry for our first proper meal here.
This meal was 500 Sri Lankan rupee, which is the equivalent of about £1.50.
Yeah, and there's a lot going on here. The guy said,
took one look at us.
He said, a little spicy, okay. And we were like, oh, maybe. And now that it's arrived, I feel like the colours are very deep. There's a lot going on. There's lots of different things, isn't there? It looks like we've got some potatoes, some kind of onion and maybe pickled veg type stuff, chicken, veg over here. That looks maybe like a bit of a dal.
I try and get a bit of everything in one scoop.
At least it gives us the opportunity to try lots of different things.
Alright, cheers. It's really spicy. I think Emma will struggle.
The thing is, you try so many different things, you're not going to know what the spice is and what isn't.
True, but that's really nice. Really good mix of flavours, probably because I had everything on one spoon. You get a little bit of curry from here, you get some sort of vegetable taste coming through. It's really good, yeah. That tastes like sambal. I'm really happy with this.
I think I'll just try each thing separately, because then I can determine what's hot and what's not. Yeah, the sauce on the chicken is quite spicy.
Yeah.
Nice. It's just straight away it's hit me. Let's try a bit of this potato. I'm packing in the rice as well. I think the chicken is spicier than the... Oh no. No, actually, no, the potato's got quite a lot of heat as well. Let's try some of this yellow stuff. I'm hoping this is going to be like a dal. It looks like there's chickpeas in there. Yeah, I don't think that's that spicy. It's still got heat to it though. Okay, well, I think check in a few minutes and see how I'm doing then. Right, Jacob's just finishing out. It was definitely too spicy for me. I was able to eat the chicken and the potatoes with a big spoonful of rice. But once the rice was gone, I couldn't just eat them on their own anymore. Really nice though, really flavourful. Exactly the kind of thing that we really wanted to try. So glad that we've managed to get it as our first meal straight away in Sri Lanka.
There are some bits which I'm not so much of a fan of, which is mainly the sambal. It's very fishy, very similar to ikan bilis that we've had in Malaysia. So for me, that's not the nicest. But we're now heading off. We're going to see if we can find a couple of spots to go and look at. There's a couple of clock towers and a mosque that looks really interesting. We're going to see if we can find those. They're a short walk away and then head deeper into the town. I have to say, Colombo's a lot quieter than I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be a lot more busier, and in terms of cars, tuk-tuks and buses, there's tons. But in terms of people and buildings, like little shops and cafes, it's not quite what I was expecting. A statue. We're just walking along and this man's said temple's in here and has beckoned us in to come and have a look, so we've just followed him. Is Buddhism popular in Sri Lanka?
Buddhist.
Buddhist and Christian?
Buddhist, Christian, Hindu, Muslim.
Hindu third and then Muslim fourth. Ah, okay. We're being taken upstairs. This was unexpected. Oh, is there a stone at the top?
Stops.
It has a stone that's shining.
Signs.
Ah, nice. Such a friendly Sri Lankan bloke, just wanting to take us around and show us to a bunch of temples. But for now, we've come to another clock tower. I've got to say, I'm really liking seeing the colonial architecture. You can tell there's been a lot of influence from the different colonisations that they've had over the years. I think they've had the same as Malaysia. I think it's Dutch, the Portuguese and the English colonised them over the years. So we're coming up to the Jumi Al-Afor Mosque, which is also more simply known as the Red Mosque. There it is.
Oh, that comes out of nowhere, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's like one of the weirdest but coolest design mosques I think we've seen.
It's like candy cane lane.
The paintwork on it looks really new as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say, it's looking really fresh, like it's recently been done. It must be a lot of work to redo that each time.
Oh, can you imagine?
We've seen these Bombay sweets advertised everywhere, and online it said that like you have to try them when you come to Sri Lanka, so I'm very intrigued to see what they're all about.
I feel like we should try maybe four. Four, is that a bit risky? Oh, thank you.
Gonna let us try.
I'm not entirely sure what this is
it?
made of.
Yeah?
Bundi.
Oh, Buddhi. What does it taste like?
I don't know. Actually, no, it tastes a little bit like Turkish delight.
Oh, I like
a bit of rose
Turkish
flavour.
delight.
That's really nice. This is a jelly, the thing which kind of freaked me out the most, I guess you could say.
And has it got like cashews in it?
Once again, a bit like Turkish delight. It's a very solid jelly, quite nice.
I'm excited by this. Oh yeah, it does have a texture.
Yeah.
But
like-
a bit more grainy.
Oh,
thank you.
thank you so much.
No, it's so interesting.
This is the same flavour, right?
Yeah, but it's a bit less grainy, I'd say. It kind of tastes like cake. Almost like really familiar. You know, like Jamaica ginger cake or something like that.
Oh, I love
That's
Jamaican
what it reminds
ginger
me of.
cake. Hey guys.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, that's really good. Oh, can we get some more to take home? These are great. I actually love this. Finished our sweet treats, bought a few for later. We just walked around the corner and I think we've found where all the hustle and bustle is. This road seems to have everything going on it. Absolutely buzzing with tuk-tuks, people, shops, everything. And it quite reminds me of Sri Lanka's version of Chinatown in Thailand.
It is absolutely crazy busy around here. I actually don't think I've ever been anywhere so busy in my life. To think we've been to like Thailand, Cambodia, places where we've been like, oh, it's so busy. It just doesn't compare to this. It's absolutely crazy, but it is really exciting. There's just so much going on, so much to see. I don't know if I was expecting Sri Lanka to be like this, but I didn't think it'd be quite this busy. Come down to the river looking for the pelican lake. Apparently there's lots of pelicans. Not seen any yet. Okay, no pelicans unfortunately. Maybe it's not really a thing anymore. Maybe it's not the right season for them. I don't know, but there were no pelicans.
Vihara Mahadevi Park.
We're heading to a park nearby now. It's a really big park. We're going to try and get a bus there again. Seems to be one coming along. We just need to quickly work out
120.
if it's the right one and then hope that it stops because they don't always stop. He's going to stop?
No?
No?
No,
That was embarrassing.
That guy in the bus literally just watched and like laughed as he drove past.
I don't really know what the etiquette is for making it stop.
Yeah, we're here like,
Yeah.
and then they just drive on by.
I don't think we're at a bus stop, which probably isn't helping. We think we're at an actual bus stop now. If that isn't one, then I don't know what is. So let's just hope that the next one actually wants to stop for us. Look at this. Don't touch my car. And then it's got a little figure of a man beating up another man with a bat. Right, this one's flashing. Do we want it? Oh no, he's gone. Stopping. Yeah. I think we're getting the hang of it now. Right, we've arrived at the park after another bumpy bus journey.
It's pretty mental. There's this poor old lady who got halfway up the stairs before the bus started shooting off. She was like trying to like stumble around and stuff, so a couple of people were to like trying to help her up.
She had a walking stick. She was
Oh my
really
word.
old.
There's horses.
Oh yeah. But
Sorry.
yeah, she had a walking stick. She was really old. And it was just like, oh, give her a minute, the poor woman.
Yeah,
Luckily,
bless
Jacob and another guy helped her in the end.
There's loads of horses around here. They all seem to be like tied up to these trees. You wouldn't get this in like England or anywhere else that we've been. They look really, really well kept as well. So a fair bit of walking later and we've arrived at Independence Square. We're gonna have a little wander around. It definitely looks like it's gonna rain, but the rain would be a welcome sight because it's been so hot today. So up here it says this Don Stephen Senanyaki is the first Prime Minister of the independence of Ceylon. Us being us and not know much about history, I'm assuming is Ceylon what Sri Lanka used to be called back in the day, because we've seen a lot of things, haven't we, which is like Bank of Ceylon, like Ceylon Hotel. So yeah, I'm thinking it must be. Hello, 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 hello. Hello.
Aww.
That was so adorable. Must have got about 70 high fives then.
That made my day.
Yeah. So we've come to the top of this kind of square just behind the monument, and yeah, it's just this kind of really nice little covered area. I think it's a museum underneath with the like carvings on each of the pillars.
Right, the rain is definitely upon us now. It's really coming down. It's really lovely and refreshing, but I think we're going to have to end our little walking tour there because we're just going to get absolutely drenched. So we're going to end this video here. We've had such a lovely day exploring Colombo and seeing what this place has got to offer. Just being in Sri Lanka, so exciting. Being in a new country again, we've absolutely loved it. We're going to be heading to lots of other places in Sri Lanka, so look forward to those videos. We'll see you then. Thank you for watching and clicking on this video. We really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.